Good morning, Year 3, Wednesday's reading lesson with Mrs. Smith. So, Matthew's dragon. Now, yesterday we were looking at this picture here and we were deciding what the thoughts and feelings were of the main character, Matthew. Well, I can reveal now this is the next page of the story, the text that goes with this picture. And we're going to use the text today to look at the objective, can I retrieve information from the text? So we're going to read the text and select information from that, knowing that we're sort of building a picture about something. Let's read the text. The cover of the book on the bedside table was moving gently up and down, and a green light was shining out of the pages. Very cautiously, Matthew reached out his hand from under the blankets, and with one finger he pushed up the cover. As the book opened, the green light flooded into the room, and from the picture on the last page, the dragon sat up and grinned at him. "I didn't go to sleep," the dragon said in a surprisingly deep voice. He was a small but extremely beautiful dragon. Matthew recognised him instantly. His skin was bright green, the scales on his back and tail were golden, and his eyes shone red as rubies. "I don't want to go to sleep," the dragon said. "Do you?" Matthew stared at him. "No," he said hastily. No, I don't, not at all." Okay, so let's have a look at the text then. I'm going to look at this text here, which is another dragon text, and I'm going to model selecting the information from that to tell us about what the dragon is like. So, reading the first paragraph through, the dragon was still and poised for attack. His huge hulk of a scaly green body slowly moved up and down with each furious breath. Glaring red eyes stared down, and its wide cavernous nostrils flared. The dragon was intimidating for even the bravest warrior to face. Right, let's pause there and look at that first paragraph. The dragon was still, so it's saying he's not moving. Let's just take that off again. And try that. The dragon was still and poised for attack, ready for attack. So he's just about to spring, isn't he? His huge hulk, of a scaly green body slowly moved up and down with each furious breath. So we're finding then the noun phrases that are telling us about the dragon. So far I've already got that he has a scaly green body. So my dragon down here, I'm going to annotate it with what I know about him. Scaly green body. A huge hulk. Do you know of the big green hulk? So a hulk is a word for being large and possibly muscular. So huge hulk of a scaly green body. Then I could probably add to this one here, and I'm just going to put that it's large, potentially muscly, but we'll move on from there. Furious breath, it was in that sentence as well. So it's telling me that he's not particularly happy. He's got a furious breath. Let's move on to the next sentence. So looking out for the noun phrases. Glaring red eyes stared down, and its wide cavernous nostrils flared. What nouns do I have in this sentence that tells me about the dragon? I have eyes. Found eyes. Can you scan the text and find eyes? What are we told about the dragon's eyes? We're told they are glaring red eyes. So let's put that onto here as well. And in that sentence I just read, there's another noun that tells us about a part of the dragon's body. Can you find it? Yes, it was his nostrils. What part of the body are your nostrils? Nostrils comes from the root word nose. You see the N-O-S at the front. Its nostrils are the openings at the end of your nose, your nostrils. So the dragon's nostrils over here, there we go. What are they described like though? They're described as wide and cavernous. If you're not sure what the word cavernous means, can you see the root word at the start of the word cavernous? Yes, the root word is cave. Okay, so cavernous is a word that means really large, black, large opening. Like a cave has a large opening. So you can imagine now, if I say that large opening, the nostrils are really wide and black, like a cave. Like it looks like a cave opening, doesn't it? Cavernous. So wide, cavernous nostrils. So from that first paragraph, I haven't even finished it, have I? But it says that I've got a dragon with a scaly green body, with a furious breath, glaring red eyes and wide cavernous nostrils. The dragon was intimidating for even the bravest warrior to face. So that adjective tells us a little bit about how the dragon is in front of other people. He's intimidating. You'd be scared of it. Let's read the next paragraph. Without warning, colossal explosions of flames erupted, shooting wildly in all directions. The vast inferno hid the monstrous dragon that now resembled a ferocious, erupting volcano. Okay, so what have I told about the dragon? That second sentence got the dragon in it, the monstrous dragon. Okay, and he's hid behind something. He's hid behind what now looks like an erupting volcano. What was it that the dragon did that makes it look like a ferocious erupting volcano? Let's look at the sentence beforehand. Without warning, colossal explosions of flames erupted, shooting wildly in all directions. So it's the explosions of flames. Where the flames come from? That then leads back to the paragraph before we read. Where have the flames come from? Yes, they would come from the dragon's nostrils. The dragon has erupted a big stream of fire and flames from his nose, from his nostrils, and then you've got the dragon. Then, because there's so many flames, he's then hid behind them. Is there much about there about actually what I can put down about the dragon in that paragraph? I can say he's monstrous, but that's coming back to being large, doesn't it? And being furious. So I'm sort of repeating myself at that point. I think I would move on. Suddenly the dragon reared up on its hind legs. Its savage claws that were as sharp as daggers sliced through the thick, black, smoky air. We have a simile here, like we looked in our writing last week. We have as sharp as daggers. What are as sharp as daggers? Can you find it? Yes, the savage claws are as sharp as daggers. So I'm going to put down there then sharp, savage. He's going to not hold any prisoners. You see, he's going to attack straight away. Sharp, savage claws. The dragon now felt ravenous and was desperate for the taste of new meat. Opening its gigantic crimson jaws, the dragon revealed row upon row of sharp, savage teeth. Okay, not only has he got savage claws, he's got savage teeth too. That's probably because the author wants to really reiterate and repeat that word for the effect of how mean, intimidating and scary this dragon really is. So it has savage teeth, and there's one more noun on that sentence. We found the teeth, that was at the very end of the sentence. In that sentence there's another noun that tells us about the dragon's body in some way. Can you find it? Yes, opening its gigantic crimson jaws. What's crimson another word for? Crimson is another word for dark red. It's a dark red colour. So gigantic crimson jaws. So going through my text, I have found all this information. I've retrieved this information to find out what the dragon looks like. You're going to do the same now. So you have a dragon picture to label with the information from the first text. So the text is this text we read at the beginning. And you need to write down all around the picture, like I did, all the information you have got told about the dragon. The extension task, after you've labelled the dragon, can you also infer what the dragon's personality is like from his speech? So the words the dragon says in this text here, can you infer then from the words he uses and the way he says them what personality the dragon has, as well as what he looks like? Simplified task, I've given you underneath your dragon a variety of statements. Some of them are from this text and some of them are not. You need to select the ones that are in the text and either cut and stick them around the dragon picture or copy them in your handwriting around the dragon picture. Pause the video and do that task, and then come back to the video after you've completed your reading task today. Okay, so to finish off the reading lesson today, I'm going to read you the next page and have a final thought. The next page then. Come on then, the dragon said. He reached out one shining golden claw. Matthew pushed back the blankets, and suddenly he was as small as the dragon, standing beside him on a sloping white floor that was the page of the book. Dazed, he took the outstretched golden claw, and the dragon swung him up so that he was sitting on his back, between the handsome gold-crested head and the curving green wings. Okay, we leave Matthew then, sat on the dragon. They're not going to go to sleep, are they? What are they going to do? Final thought, where will they go? They look to me, if Matthew's been put on the dragon's back, that they're going to be going somewhere. Where will they go? Thank you, Year 3.